What's up, James at Aim'em and Claim'em Smokers? I'm trying to figure out why you're wasting all this money on all these Weber accessories when you can go out, instead of spending $60 on a Smokinator, you could get what I got hooked up here for free. So why don't you come on in and take a look at what I'm rolling with. All right, James, so while you're over here using all this fancy equipment to get your smoke on, really all you needed to do was go get you 2 free bricks, throw them in your smoker, segment that stuff off, and you're good to go. But I guess you're rolling like that, brother.
Brother Lyle, take a little bit of money, invest in a Smokinator, and you'll be glad you did. Ditch the Ghettonator. Trust me, it's worth the investment. But I know you won't. So, I'm going to use one for you. In fact, that's what I'm going to use today on this cook. I got a rack of spare ribs. Look at this. Look how big that is. Good gosh almighty. That there is just over 5 pounds. And I'm going to do something a little different today that I normally don't do. I'm actually going to leave the membrane on the back. I want to see, I always remove it. However, I want to see how big of a difference there is with leaving it on and taking it off. Also, underneath that membrane, there's some fat in there. Some say that helps keep the ribs moist when you cook. I don't know. I'm going to find out. So, that's what I'm going to do today. Also, I'm going to do something else I don't normally do. I'm going to take this rack of ribs, cut it in half. I want to try 2 different rubs. So instead of using 2 racks of ribs, I'll just take this one huge slab, split it in half. I'm going to hit one side with this Honey Hog barbecue rub from Meat Church. Matt, the owner of Meat Church, was actually here in town. He just did a demo with some ribs using this rub on it, so I'm going to give it a shot. On the other side, the other rack of ribs, I got some of this Oak Ridge barbecue rub from Brother Troy, T-Roy Cooks, when I went to visit him a couple weeks ago. And I'm really interested in trying this out. So, one rack will have this. The other half of the rack will have this. And we'll see how they taste. I'm going to do a little trimming, split the ribs in half, and I will pick back up once it's time to rub. All right, so I got them split in half, and I'm not gonna use a binder because these are still moist, wet. So this half I'm gonna hit with this Honey Hog. Let me mix this up a little bit. Get that all over. There was a bone here on the end that I just removed that bone, but I let the membrane on. Hit it all over. So after I rub it, I'm gonna let them sit for just a bit. Let that rub kind of caramelize a little bit, or sweat down rather. And I'll pick back up once we head to the Weber. So let's do that. Make sure I get it real good. Alright, that's that. This slab over here, hitting with the Oak Ridge. Let's do this. Got the back side, we're going to do this top side. Give this a good coating. And that should do it. So, I don't know if you can really tell the difference in the 2 rubs. This one is definitely a little darker compared to this one. So I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit. I'm gonna go fire up the Weber, and I'll pick back up once we get them on. All right, the ribs have kind of sweated down, as you can see. This one is the Oak Ridge barbecue, and this one is the Honey Hog barbecue. So, taking them outside and I'm gonna throw them on the pit. All right, so I got the ribs on, smokinator going using hickory wood chunks down in there, and it's a rib. It's a pretty big damn slab. Anyway, I will check back in about an hour or so, see what they look like. All right, so it's been about 2.5 hours, and they look like so far. Just hitting them with some butter instead of using apple juice to spray and keep it moist. I'm using butter. I did hit it with a little bit of butter earlier, so this is the second round of butter. These here are just some what are they? I forgot. Jalapenos with spicy chicken and pepper jack cheese inside, wrapped in bacon. So they're looking like. Can't wait to try these. So that's it. I'll check back in about another 30 minutes to an hour. All right, so it's been about 3 hours, and what I've done so far here is I just laid out some foil and I put some honey, butter, and brown sugar. This is one of the slabs here. This is the Honey Hog rub rack. So I'm just gonna lay that meat side down, and then you guys seen this done before. I'm just gonna hit it with a little more brown sugar on top. I'll hit it with a little more honey also. If it'll come out. Running out of honey here. Yeah, that's enough. And then just a tad more butter. Wrap this up, put it back on, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other rack. So again, it's been on for about 3 hours, and I'll probably let them go for another hour and a half like this, maybe. Then we'll unwrap them, add some barbecue sauce, and throw them back on. So that's where we're at right now, 3 hours in. So this is the second slab, what that looks like. Put that meat side down and just do the same thing I did with the other rack. A little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of honey, and a little bit of butter. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. There. Wrap them both up, and I'll wrap it up and get both of them back on the pit. All right, these have been on for about an hour wrapped, and we're gonna take a little look. Like this one. You see all the juice here. So that brown sugar mixture It's definitely caramelized or melted down and ooh, hot. Getting a little pullback on the bone here. So, you know, I think I'm gonna leave them in here for another 30 minutes. And then I'll take them out after that, sauce them, and leave them on for, let's see what this one looks like. Leave them on for another 30 minutes maybe. Wow. Oh yeah, we're getting pulled back on the bone here also. You know, I will say they do feel a little tougher, a little firm, but I think it's because that membrane is kind of keeping everything together. So we'll let them sit, like I said, for another half hour, and then take a look at them then. All right, I'm gonna try to film a little bit as quick as I can because it's actually gonna start raining. So what I'm gonna do is just take these out and baste them with some barbecue sauce. Actually, I'll just leave them in the foil. I'm going to use my Cosmo Q. Really, really like this sauce. Just put some of this on, and I'm going to let it sit in here for another half hour, I reckon. 20 minutes to half an hour. And the next time I pick back up, I'm going to be inside. Because it is coming. The storm is coming. So, get this one. Same thing. We're going to hit it with some barbecue sauce. And let this sit. And I don't know if you can see it, but we're definitely getting more pullback down here on these bones. So that's it. That's it. We're gonna let this sit, and I'll pick back up once they're done. All right, so I got the ribs off. They're done. This one is the honey hog rub, and this one is the Oak Ridge rub. I just cut a rib off on the end. See that? Definitely got smoke ring on there. Plenty of juice. Look at that. All right, plenty of juice there. Very juicy. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Good gosh almighty. So, let's give them a taste and see what they taste like. Actually, I'm gonna just cut this off. Come right off. Look at that. Let me cut this little rib tip off. There. Save that for the dog. So, honey hog, right here. Give it a taste. Clean bite. Look at that. Right out the bone. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Try this Oak Ridge. Let me see. Oak Ridge. So that's this one. Let's give this one a bite. Look at that. right out the bone. Wow. This one's actually pretty darn good. Look at that. Well, I wanted to see if there was a difference with leaving that membrane on when you go and bite it. And I tell you what, if I didn't know, I would have thought that the membrane had been removed from these ribs, because there is nothing there that you know, that tough piece of membrane. I'm not feeling any of it. Comes right off the bone. So leave it on, take it off. Well, I guess it depends on how you cook them, how long you cook them. These went for a little over 5 hours, 5.5 hours. Actually, almost 6 hours. What time is it? No, 5.5 hours. I can't tell. So, it tastes just as good as all the other times I made them when I removed it. So I'll leave that up to you. If you think it's a big deal to remove it or not. I probably will continue to remove it, just because that's what I'm used to doing. But like this, I mean, you know, you look at that, like, you can't even tell that, you know, it's still on there. So anyway, that is, and out of the two rubs, I really like that Oak Ridge barbecue rub. That's some good stuff. All right. I know I've finished almost a whole rib if you combine those two, but I'm gonna cut these bad boys up, and I'm gonna eat me some more. So thank you guys for watching, and also go check out my buddy Lau. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. If you aren't subscribed to him, go subscribe. Really cool dude, putting out good videos. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon.